All I'm saying is the camera adds at least 10 pounds. So don't sweat it, okay? At least 10 pounds, maybe some more. Oh, hey, we're back. Hey, mahalo bitches. Welcome to KON-TIKI Time Theater with me, your host, the Right Reverend Tommy Gunn. Of course, Orville is here with me as always, and Mo the Moai is sitting right over there as well.
Hey, how you doing?
Today, we have got a very special treat for you. But before we get to that, what did you think of that short with Cecil the Sad Clown? Was that great? Cecil's been a good friend for a lot of years. We know him from a lot of stuff. He's a great guy. I'm thrilled to get to show you some of his work. So I hope that you enjoyed Rumbly Tumbly, and we'll see if we can get more stuff from him in the future. In the meantime, today's cinematic classic, nautical classic horror film, kind of a horror film. Anyway, it's Omu-Omoo the Shark God, based on, surprisingly, the book by Herman Melville named Omu. We'll put a pin in that because I'm going to come back to it in a moment. Omu-Omoo is from 1949. It was produced by Leonard S. Picker and, of course, directed by Leonard, who was also one of the writers for it, too, along with George D. Green. Now, in looking and doing some research on these guys, the biggest thing I found is there really wasn't a lot more career for them as writers, directors, or producers after this. And this is for sure an exploitation film that is really leaning heavily, 1949, of course, this is really leaning heavily on just being about thrilling audiences as part of a double feature in the pre-TV times. Not a lot of work has gone into this movie. You're going to see, but it's very enjoyable. If you're sitting in your tiki lounge, just like Orville, Mo, and I are sitting here in the, hey, come on, I want to Lei-ya Tiki Lounge right here in Dayton, Ohio, just outside the FreakShow Deluxe offices. This is the perfect thing to put up on your big screen TV right now. You can watch it, you can make some drinks with us, have some fun, and pay attention to it or not, if you don't want to. Okay? Now, back to the pin, which is about Herman Melville. This is, of course, by Herman Melville, or I should say Omu-Omoo the Shark God. The movie is based on the novel Omu by Herman Melville, who wrote Moby Dick. Very famous guy. Very prolific in his writing about the oceans and about the sea. Why? Because he had traveled for a time. He was on a 3-year voyage, a sailing vessel, a whaler, as a matter of fact, and then used those experiences to write various and sundry books. Omu was pretty much his second major book that Herman Melville put out. But again, this movie, Omu-Omoo the Shark God, is, how shall I put this, still an exploitation movie, and it is not very loosely based on Melville. Very, very loosely. All right, and even the book itself, the book Omu by Melville, actually, it seems it really, he says that it's a true story based on his experiences in the South Pacific, but pretty much everyone who's researched him and stuff definitely says that it is, he took a lot of liberties with what happened. And your big question, of course, then is, does the plot line up? Well, you're going to get to see for yourself. You can make your own decisions about that. Between you and me, it differs a lot from the plot of the book Omu. In the book Omu, the crew of the ship ends up trying to mutiny, and about half of them on their way to Tahiti, and then about half of them pretty much end up being court-martialed for that, and then being imprisoned for there. But this thing has very, very little to do with that. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's Tahiti, but honestly, that's about it.
In all my adventures throughout the world, None were as amazing as the fantastic trip I made to the South Seas in the summer of 1874. I had heard about native curses and the native taboo, but never believed in them until I actually saw with my own eyes how it affected the lives of those people who were with me on that never-to-be-forgotten trip. This is the story of the Omu Taboo and the Shark God.
We were 2 weeks out of San Francisco aboard the schooner Julia, bound for Tahiti, just off the tip of Sumatra. I was a ship's doctor aboard the Julia, which was owned and captained by Roger Guy, who had a reputation for brutality. Aside from being short-handed, the crew were an odd lot, picked up on the waterfront in San Francisco. Hard men and quarrelsome. Each man had his own reason for signing on. First, there was Richards. This was his first trip as mate. He liked the authority that went with the job. Then there was Texas. Texas was quite a character. First time he'd ever been to sea. And a man who called himself Chips. Chips was a sly one, always currying favor with Richards. Then there was Jeff Garland. Garland never said much about himself, but he was a good sailor. But while a few fights had broken out, the voyage hadn't been as bad as expected. The captain was sick, very sick, with a sickness I couldn't fathom at that time. One evening, I was with him in his cabin.
Julie. Oh, that stuff does me no good. Take it away.
Oh, Father, please.
You and your pills and your syrups. Get out.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Who are you? Well, answer me. What are you doing here?
Not hit, please.
I have no stowaway on my ship. Now, what are you up to?
Nothing, please.
Does it take the two of you? Stay out of this, Garland. I'm mate here. Get your hands off me.
Oh, Father, please don't. Doctor.
Mr. Richards, this is the third time a fight has broken out aboard this ship. If it happens again, I won't shoot into the air.
Well, Garland started it, Captain. When I found that native he'd been hiding, he came at me.
That's a lie, Captain. Shut up, both of you. Garland, if we weren't short-handed, you'd be in irons for mutiny. If you can't handle this crew, Mr. Richards, I'll get a first mate that can. Put that native to work and get this ship back on her course. And keep her there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Who's been feeding the native?
Well, Tex and I raided the galley a couple of times. He didn't go hungry.
You made a good friend then.
I made neat friends.
Got ambition, huh?
Money in copra.
Copra?
Aren't we out for copra? Say, just where are we heading? And while we're talking, what's wrong with the captain?
One thing at a time. Copra? No. There isn't a case of trade goods in the ship. No trade goods, no copra. As to where? Well, we're headed for an island named Tahiti.
Tahiti? What's there?
I don't know.
And the captain, what's his trouble?
If I knew for sure, maybe I could cure him. Maybe not.
Number We got this. Oh, dark room. You're my only friend. Oh, hey! It's drink mixing time!
What's the time? It's mixing time. What's the time? It's mixing time. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? It's mixing time.
Oh, isn't that a great theme song? Ah, man. It's not as good as like the theme song that opens the show, but it's a great theme song, right? Amazing. Amazing stuff from La Pequeña Arañita.
Whoa.
Get out of here. All right, here we go. Stop eating my ice. Let's make a drink. This drink that we're going to make today, this is a boss drink. You're totally going to dig this. This drink is called the Jungle Bird, and it was made famous at the Aviary Bar at the Kuala Lumpur Hilton in 1978. Very famous. I think you're totally going to do it. So first we need...
Wait, repeat that, but don't say do it, say dig it. Just...
What did I say?
You're totally gonna do it.
You are totally going to dig this drink.
No, wait, say it again.
Or don't. I don't care. Dig this drink or die. No, dig this drink. Dig this drink or don't. Dig this drink. Dig it.
Just say it.
Dig it.
Repeat it again, except just say, I think you're totally gonna dig this drink. Without Charlotte laughing.
I think you're totally going to dig this drink. Good thing you said thank you in the middle of my thing. You're totally going to dig this drink. We filled our shaker up about 3/4 full. You want a lot of ice. You want to make you're cool. You're not just cooling down your drinks, you're doing other stuff. Now, Campari or Aperol, the Italian red liqueur. You're doing about a 3/4 ounce pour for that. I don't know how people do this stuff without something. Math, not my strongest subject. All right, so we got that. Then we're going to add about a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Remember, lime juice is supposed to be, your juices should be fresh squeezed as much as possible, but we're going to do a 1/2 ounce. Right like that. Nicely done. Cap that back up. So after a 1/2 ounce of that, what you're going to want next is a 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup. Now, simple syrup is something that you can make, but it's also, I mean, honestly, it's also just, it's simple to make. It's just simpler to buy, honestly, for me. I prefer it. There we go, the simple syrup. Next, pineapple juice. Now, if you don't like pineapple juice, I don't know what to tell you, honestly. I don't know what to tell you if you don't like pineapple juice. La Pequeña Arañita, the one who did our theme song, not a fan of the pineapple.
I'm allergic.
She has a sensitivity. Allergic is a strong word, but definitely sensitivity. She doesn't like pineapple. I respect that. So it's also a good way, though, to keep her out of drinking my drinks. Next is finally that 1.5 ounces of the mother's milk known as dark rum. That was a little too much, actually. I may regret that. I may have overpoured just a tiny bit. All right. So we have everything in there. We're going to cap it up right like this. Getting up for the Jungle Bird. Shake, 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 shake. Remember shaking 15 to 18 seconds until you get a little flare. Little flare. Little flare. Not that much flare. Not that much flare. Put it down. Put it down. And then we're going to pour it into this glass right here. Unfiltered. Let that ice. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Yes, it does. We're going to garnish that with a spear with all the fruits on it. I've got a lime, orange, pineapple, and a cherry on top of it, right like so. And then if that were not enough, going to add a spectacular straw and, of course, our swizzle stick as well. Take a look at that right there. The Jungle Bird, straight from the Aviary Bar at the Kuala Lumpur Hilton, 1978. Oh, it's so good. You're going to love it. Thanks so much. Hey, let's get back to the other stuff we were doing today.
It's the time. It's mixing time. It's the time. It's mixing time. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? It's mixing time.
Hey, put that down. Orville? Damn it. Fire extinguisher. I need a fire extinguisher.
No man could call me a liar.
Wait till you get to Tahiti. Then leave him stranded on the beach.
Maybe I will, if we ever get there. What's that place like, anyway?
It's a good place to stay away from. Snakes, wild animals. Especially what happened after the last time he was there. Captain Guy was up to his usual tricks.
What happened?
Pearls was mixed up in it somewhere.
Pearls?
Yeah. Heard him raving one night. He said, pearls. Big ones.
Pearls like that would be worth quite a lot.
Yes, but he didn't get away with them.
How do you know that?
If he had, he'd be rich, wouldn't he? You don't see any signs of it, do you? Fact is, I heard Miss Julie and him talking about putting his last savings in this trip.
But if he had the pearls when he was on Tahiti, and he didn't bring them on,
They must be there. Somewhere.
if the man found those pearls, he could be rich.
Yeah. We could.
For a few days, everything was quiet. The native boy Tembo seemed to be learning our ways fast. The crew was working hard, and there had been no more fights. Richards was behaving himself, but there was still a feeling of unrest, like waiting for an explosion. The nights and days were getting more balmy. We were nearing the South Sea. The captain was getting steadily worse. I didn't let the crew know just how sick he was because, well, I just didn't know the real cause of his illness.
When do we get to Tahiti?
Soon, if the wind holds. I've been thinking about buying myself a couple of pearls when I get there.
Pearls.
I've heard tell that bad luck to some people, Captain. What's your guess on that?
Pearls? Bad luck? That's right, Mr. Richards. I had some pearls once. Big ones. 2 of them. Black ones they were, worth a fortune.
A fortune? You had them? Where'd you get them?
The eyes of the shark god. I had them right in my hands.
What became of them? Still have them tucked away?
It was my life or the pearls. I might have gotten away if... Do you know anything about jungles?
I've been in a few of them around the world. Snakes, animals. What jungle you talking about?
On the island of Tahiti. Nothing but natives. And native laws. And native drums. Drums. Always the drums. 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 Drums.
What's the matter?
Captain very sick. You get Captain Tembo's medicine. Make him stronger. Hurry.
Oh, wake me up. What's this?
No time now. Hurry. Must do before moon leave. Tembo speak later.
Better give this to the doc. Doc. Hey, wake up.
Take on Tahiti. Tembo live on Tahiti. Tahiti medicine. Only thing will help. Hurry.
Dr. Law. Well, can't you get him up? My father...
Really, I came to get the doc, too. Tembo has some medicine for your father. He says it'll make him get stronger.
Well, I can't give my father any medicine without the doctor knowing what it is.
I'm afraid the doc won't be any help for quite a while.
What's in this medicine? What'll it do to him? How do I know that you didn't purposely get the doctor drunk? How do I know that you and the whole crew don't want my father to die so you can take over the ship? How do I know what... How do I know anything?
Are you telling the truth?
Tembo no lie.
Miss Julie. I know it's a long chance, but you've got to try everything. Anything.
Saburu, ame bele. Gaburu, nenani ai. Omu, omu.
Do you have what it takes to be a part of a secret society? Do you like exciting headwear, mysterious garments, secret handshakes, cryptic jewelry, and coded language? E is it, ye is who, A is R, O is son, O is F, who is us, C is A, we is it, E is it.
With it.
Then you may be ready to join the great and benevolent, regal and loyal secret order of the FreakShow Deluxe. As a member of the order, you can be a part of arcane rituals, suspicious behaviors, and a lot of partying. If you like monsters, tiki bars, sideshows, and horror movies, you can be one of us. We are ready to drink with you. Are you enjoying the movie so far? I hope that you are. We've had a real introduction to the characters. We understand what's going on, but let's talk about some of the actors in Omu-OMOO the Shark God. Of course, one of the big ones is Randall. Now, I should mention this, that he is the only one who received any sort of critical acclaim out of this film. He was an Australian actor who had tried to make it in the U.S., kind of failed, but made a big enough impression that he started traveling the world and doing a lot of films and doing really pretty solid work. Of course, he's our lead, Jeff Garland, the stalwart man. You like how they're always punching each other? I don't know if that was just a thing that people on ships did of like punching each other and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But it could be the 40s and the 50s. There's a lot of like punching each other and stuff. I don't know. That's how people dealt with things, I guess. Kind of harder to do now. All right, so it's probably because our cameraman pissed off Omu-OMOO the Shark God. Way to go, Kevin. Wanker.
Stupid Kevin.
What I want to talk about right now is Rudy Robles. Rudy Robles plays the native Tembo, who, of course, has given this medicine now to the captain to try and keep him alive, right? Now, Rudy, of course, is a person of color in this film. He is not from Tahiti, however. He is from the Philippines. So he was born in the Philippines and worked in the United States and did some pretty good work. I mean, he really seems to be, a solid actor, a solid performer in this. But I mean, for being stuck with sort of doing Pigden English and just, having to be like, oh, I'm a native, blah, look, magic. Which brings us to the magic of taboo. Now, in previous films that we've had here on KON-TIKI Time Theater, we have talked about the mysteries of taboo and how this is sort of the all-encompassing curses and everything on everyone. I'm not so much, I don't really buy that. It's a MacGuffin. It's a great thing to be like, hey, something needs to happen. Let's not call it magic. We're making it exotic. We're going to call it taboo. Ooh, no. Let's get back to the movie.
What did that native do to the captain last night?
Humphrey Long, M.D. Mostly drunk.
I asked you what Tembo did to the captain.
How can a man of your education and background allow him
This helps. Sure, I'm a drunkard. Think I'd be in the scow if I weren't?
When a doctor deserts his patient...
Wait a minute, Jeff. There's nothing you can say to me that Julie hasn't already said. Probably much better, too. Now, tell me. Just what did Tembo do?
What did he do? He gave him some medicine.
Sure, I know. Sugar water and tea leaf. But what did he do before or just after he gave him the stuff?
I don't know. He's looking out of a porthole, up at the sky. Then he came back and gave him the medicine.
Did he make any gestures or say anything?
He mumbled something.
Well, could you understand what he said?
No.
Then what?
Poured the medicine into a glass of water. Made some signs over the glass and he gave it to him.
Anything else?
No, but he was right about that medicine.
I should have known the minute I saw that native on board. Jeff, there's nothing wrong with the captain that medicine can cure. There's no broken bones, there's no infection, there's no physical ailment of any kind.
You better lay off that liquor.
Somewhere along the line, the captain ran up against a native taboo, and he broke it.
Taboo? Now look, Doc. Natives might believe that hocus pocus, but you're a man of science.
And science only believes in black and white. But there are many shades of gray in between. Someday you'll learn.
Maybe. Miss Julie doesn't believe that taboo stuff, does she?
No, I doubt if she's even heard about it. I hope she never will.
What was Tembo doing in San Francisco? Jumbo! Jumbo, come here. Come below, I want to talk to you. What is all this taboo business with the captain?
How do you know this?
Never mind, give me the whole story. From the beginning.
You saved Tembo's life. You know brother to Tembo. You shall know. 1 year ago, Captain Guy came to Tahiti, trade with my people, the Omu. Tari, my father, chief of Omu, treat Captain like friend. One night, Captain sneaked to shrine of Shark God. He steal eyes of Shark God. Without eyes, Shark God no see.
Wait a minute, why did he take the eyes?
Eyes, 2 big black pearls.
Come on.
Since Shark God no see, my people have very bad time. No rain, no crops, fishing very bad.
Captain's broke, he couldn't have sold the pearls.
Pearls still on Tahiti, and only Captain know where. When Captain himself returned pearls to Shark God, Captain get better.
So this is the reason for the native curse, huh?
The law of my people say, to steal is taboo. Captain break taboo. Captain very sick.
Doc was right. What are you doing in San Francisco?
My father sent me. Bring Captain back.
One day the Julia had sailed into the lee of an uncharted reef, and we wuld be calm for 2 days. The captain's condition was no better, and yet it wasn't any worse. I saw Julie at the rail. Morning, Julie.
Good morning.
Your father seems to be doing better this morning.
Yes, thanks to Tembo.
Yeah, Tembo and his medicine.
Water looks calm enough to go swimming.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Why not?
I want to show you something. Now, on the surface, the water looks smooth and calm. But underneath, there are strange and dangerous things happening.
See that weird little fish? He seems contented. There's an odd one. He's probably just as mean as he looks. There's a happy little fellow. Wait a minute. Look over there by that rock. One of the most vicious killers of the deep, an octopus. Now there's our unsuspecting friend. He's heading for trouble. But the octopus doesn't give up so easily. Now watch that moray eel, the deadly enemy of the octopus. News of the fight must be spreading. The rest of the fish see their chance to get rid of their mortal enemy. For as long as that octopus lives, there can be no peace.
So there's two things about this film that you probably noticed. When the big fight scene, the big, huge fight scene between the octopus and the moray eel and all the other fish get into it. It gets all kind of crazy and stuff.
Scared Orville.
Sort of a blooper that you can see is that you can see the suction cups and the octopus's tentacles up against the glass walls of the aquarium. And of course, I think the real big question for this whole thing is the doctor is explaining to the captain's daughter about all these horrible things happening under the water, that this is all happening at the bottom of this ocean that they're traveling across to get to Tahiti, but yet they can see everything that's happening down there. So that was I think that was a little questionable. Here's the other questionable part of this. All through that entire process, do you see a shark? You did not. Maybe that's the real problem, is that Omu-Omu, the shark god, doesn't have any sharks around him. You think if they took his eyes, like, that would be like killer sharks. No. Alright, we are at our family soap in Xenia, Ohio right now. We heard that they have a tiki mug on the inside, so we're going to go in and take a look. Alright, so masks on for safety. And let's go take a look. Come on. Hello. There we go. So we heard there were tiki mugs. Here, here they are. They're right up here in the front. Take a look at that right there. Look at that guy right there. Classics. Take a look. Made in China. Got a number on the bottom. Wow. And then so we've got Buddha and we've got this guy right here. They're in excellent shape. All right. Now, where did you find these at? At a flea market. That's excellent. And brought them here. We're going to get a couple. Look at some of that stuff. Whoa, look at all of that. That's amazing. What a great assemblage of things. This is phenomenal. Oh, so here we go. I got two new tiki mugs, ones that I don't have anywhere else. I'm looking forward to put them on the table there. Hey, if you get the chance, come to our family soap in Xenia, check out what they got, and we'll see you down the road.
I thought you might help me. I'd like to repay Tembo in some way for his kindness to my father.
I'm sure Tembo doesn't expect any.
Oh, no. I didn't mean that. I meant, well, if there were something I could do to show how grateful I am.
Tembo is more than satisfied to get back home to his people and to meet him.
If Tembo could help my father in just one treatment, I know the native doctor will cure him.
Native doctor?
Why, yes, that's why we're going to Tahiti, to see this doctor.
Oh. I see.
Where'd you get that? Isn't that the one Tembo had?
Yeah, hung it around my neck. Sort of symbol.
Symbol? Symbol of what? It's a strange-looking thing.
Wow. He thought I saved his life the night Richards found him stowing away. He says it's a medal or something.
Oh.
The natives are full of superstitions. I suppose you know that.
I don't know very much about natives. This is my first trip anywhere.
Oh, I see.
The night is so soft.
Softest I've ever seen.
Get below, Garland.
What?
I said get below.
Good night, Miss Julie.
Good night, Jeff.
I wouldn't mingle with the crew if I were you, Miss Julie. Doesn't look right. Your father and I...
I don't think that's any of your business.
The breeze was holding. We were in the South Seas. The excitement among the crew was very evident. The excitement of an expectant landfall. Land ho! Land ho! As we approached Tahiti, a small party of us prepared to go ashore. I wondered what was in store for us. In fact, I guess we all wondered. We sailed inside the barrier reef, skirted the shoreline, and finally dropped anchor in the lagoon. I had a feeling we were being watched constantly as we came ashore. We started toward the village with Tembo leading the way.
Tembo, go. You wait.
What do you mean, wait? We're going to the village. I'm captain here.
Captain sick. Tembo bring help. Carry captain to village. Jeff, you come. Tembo home.
You have done well, my son.
This, Jeff Garland. He brother to Tembo. He saved Tembo's life.
Welcome, Tembo's brother.
This, Tala. When Shark God see again, Tala and Tembo have wedding ceremony.
Bring Captain and others here now.
Yes, my father.
Wait a minute.
Look.
Among actors of the film, again, Randall, who's sort of the lead of this particular film, he actually appeared in a pretty fair amount of things. He would go from this, he would do a lot of other work, and he would go and become Lucius the Centurion in the movie King of Kings, the one who steps up to speak for Jesus in the trial and then converts to Christianity during the crucifixion. So, right, that's kind of a big name thing. That kind of gets you some applause right there. Another one is, of course, Trevor Bardet, or Bardet if you prefer, who was the archetypal villain of Westerns and cliffhanger series throughout Hollywood. He had a very prolific career. He also had recurring roles in Lassie, in Cheyenne, and in the TV show Gunsmoke. So that's pretty cool. Mate Richards was played by Richard Benedict. And of course, Richard Benedict had a long career as a tough guy on television and in movies. He appeared on Dragnet and Peter Gunn. And here's a little bit of Tiki history. He was on the television show Hawaiian Eye. That's right, the classic private detectives making a living in Hawaii way before Magnum P.I. That's right, he was on that as well. Pretty cool, right? I thought that was a pretty cool thing. George Meeker, who plays the doctor, Dr. Godfrey Long, the drunken doctor through most of this film, he has a long career of being the man that you love to hate in a lot of Hollywood films, including, of course, he has a lot of big credits, but the really big things he did, he's uncredited in. Like, for example, he was in Casablanca. He was in Gone with the Wind. He was in Yankee Doodle Dandy. Uncredited in all those, but it's well known in the industry that he was in those particular and peculiar films. So that's kind of rocking, huh?
I'm not waiting any longer. I'm going to the village. Drums. Drums.
you can't have them. They're mine. The eyes of the shark god. They're mine. No, you can't have them, I say. Stop the drums. Stop them! Stop the drums! Take it easy, Captain. They're mine, I tell you. They're mine. The shrine. The shrine.
Oh, Jeff, we must get to that native doctor as quickly as possible.
Don't worry, everything's going to be all right.
Captain said something about a shrine. Know anything about it?
No.
Tigers stalk each other. When they meet, they fight. Go quick. Tiger get man sent. Belly.
The doctor. Where's the doctor?
Aye, Taddy, I'm doctor.
Well, can't you please do something? My father's very sick. We've come all this way just to see you. Please do something.
I was fascinated as I watched from outside the native hut. As a doctor, I knew that Terry's medicine was a harmless potion. The secret seemed to lie in the strange native prayer and their belief in the power of the shark god.
Saburu angme bele. Gaburu nenani ai. Omu. Captain, better now.
Why can't the captain go to the shrine tonight? After all, the quicker we get this over with, the better it'll be for everyone. I'm worried about Julie.
It is written in law of Shark God. 3 nights from now, moon will cross path of great skybird. On 3rd night, not before, Shark God must again have eyes, or more trouble to Omu tribe. Go, prepare shrine.
Tala is honored.
As Tala walked through the jungle alone and unafraid, I realized that a native taboo could actually affect human beings because it was based on faith. Superstitions based upon fear and strange customs were their inheritance. These simple natives believed in an idol, the shark god, whose eyes had been stolen, and so their idol could not see good from evil. And the poor natives thought that their troubles were brought about by the wrath of their god. I knew that if the eyes of their shark god were not restored, that none of us would ever leave the island alive.
Now, when we got to the prepare the temple part of this, and of course, it's a huge then dance number and a focus on Tembo, the native's wife-to-be. Of course, they're just waiting for the return of the shark god's eyes, the two giant black pearls. And that, of course, performed by Lisa Kincaid, who plays the role of Tala. Now, I think the big thing, if there was anything, we talk about a lot of the actors in this movie who went on and did other things, but not the directors, not the producers, but also not our two main female leads in this either. We are looking at Devara Burton, who plays the captain's daughter, and Lisa Kincaid, who plays Tala, that I couldn't find any record of either of them doing anything else. So they gave it their all in this movie, and we respect that. Mahalo, ladies. I think it's more of that when you really look at the unfairness of the Hollywood system, especially on women. You know, I think they're really looking for that character Tala to be the sort of sex kitten. I mean, she's very pretty. She's very pretty in the thing. She almost sets fire to the hut when she's heading out, almost touches her torch on the door and sets fire to it. That could have been, that's probably why she never worked again. I had a couple coconut, so I'm not as sure. But the chief is played by Pedro de Cordoba. Pedro de Cordoba, who is very well known in doing a lot of state roles. He's very tall. He's 6'1". They said built very frail, but he was 6'1". And everyone thought he was Mexican with a name like de Cordoba. I mean, I guess. So his mother was French, and his father was Cuban. So sort of the average person who doesn't really know names very well, de Cordoba may seem like a Mexican surname, but it's probably Cuban. He was born in New York City. And if you believe that, and he, as a solid character actor, the best show that I found that Mr. De Cordoba was on was he made appearances on The Lone Ranger, right? Oh, the classic, man. Great. Hey, I wanted to share with everybody watching KON-TIKI Time Theater something that I found. I was going through some things and I found it. Look at this, an entire box of Shrunken Heads. That's right. These Shrunken Heads, they look great hanging on your car's rear view mirror. They look great on display in your yard. You can put them on, they got hollow at the bottom. You can put them on little sticks and mount them in your front yard to keep the neighbor's kids out of there. Whatever you want to do, the possibilities are endless. So, why don't you take this opportunity right now? Follow the link on here. And if you want to buy a Shrunken Head right now, have I got a deal for you. All you're going to do is go to the PayPal link below. You're going to send money and your address, and all you need to do is say, yes, Reverend Tommy Gunn, I want an official KON-TIKI Time Theater Shrunken Head. Don't miss your chance, kids. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Get your Shrunken Head today.
Did you find out anything about that shrine?
No, not yet. What are you worrying about the shrine for? It's the pearls we want.
They've got to be around that shrine.
I heard the captain babbling about the pearls, the eyes of the shark god, the shrine. It all fits in together, I tell you.
All right. Supposing we do find the shrine, we've still got to find the pearls. What about the natives? They'll be watching us.
Not yet. They're still watching the captain.
Speaking of natives, they seem to like Garland a lot. You suppose he's found the pearls?
He had him, he'd be gone already. As for Garland, the natives may like him, but the captain don't. I've seen to that.
Oh, the captain may not like him. Look out there.
Captain. Captain, wake up.
What are you?
Look, Captain, I know you didn't come to Tahiti to see no doctor. You came to get some pearls you got hidden here somewhere, right?
Pearls?
You'll never get them off the island alone. You need help. You tried once and failed.
You surprised me, Richards. You seem to know quite a bit.
Nobody's watching me. Be easy for me to get them.
You know, Richards, they're the most beautiful pearls in the world.
Big black ones, huh?
Wait till you see them, Richards.
Worth a fortune, huh?
King's ransom. The first time I saw them, they were the eyes of the shark god. They seemed to look into my very soul.
I had so much fun in school. But I'm really happy now. Father is getting well. We'll be on our way home soon. And everything is... Mr. Garland, you're not paying any attention to me.
Attention. I love you.
Jeff, you ought to see our house in San Francisco. It's overlooking the... And at night, when the lights are on, you can almost see.
That's why I risked everything, even my life, to come back here and get them.
Well, tell me where they are. I'll get them.
They're under the...
Water.
Never mind the water, Richards. Don't draw. I wouldn't tell you or anyone else where the pearls are. They're mine. They're mine, I tell you. They're mine. Julie.
Yes, Dad, what is it?
Come here, Julie.
I'll go get the doctor.
No time. Pearls for you.
I don't want any pearls. I'll go get help.
No. Trust nobody. Go yourself. Shrine of Shark God. Find loose stone under left foot.
Captain is dead.
You, Terry. What was that medicine you gave him? You killed him.
Medicine not kill Captain. Terry want Captain live.
You killed him. You killed him.
You child of Captain. Now you obey law of Omu. Return eyes of Shark God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Julie, he means the pearls.
Pearls? What do you know about the pearls?
Julie, not now, not now.
I'm not going to tell him anything. Why should I? He didn't cure my father. He killed him. Why are those drums beating? Why? Why?
I have a package in my hand, just got it in the mail, and you know what that means? It's unboxing time!
What's the time? Unboxing time. What's the time? Unboxing time. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? Unboxing time.
Man, I love that theme song. It never gets old. Never gets old. I love that theme song. So, I got my tiki drink today. Oh, fruity. And I have this package that came from a company called Sex and Monsters. Well, that seems interesting, doesn't it? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, Reverend Tommy, now remember, on unboxing time, we never open anything and check it beforehand. You are actually getting to see it as I'm not threatening you with the knife. I'm not threatening you with the knife. Get off my case. You're Stab it. You're actually seeing these unboxing the first time. So the first time I'm seeing it is the first time that you are seeing it, my fiends. Now, I don't know what this is because your Reverend Tommy Gunn has been having a tendency to have several tiki drinks and then get online and buy things, which is not, I gotta be honest with you, it's not a good habit to get into, but you get all kinds of nifty surprises later, which is kind of hard to argue against that. So let's, holy smokes, look at all of this. Whoa. It just came, is that everything? Is that everything? Oh my gosh, check this out. So this is all from a company called Sex and Monsters. First things first, they're sitting right on top is zombie swizzle sticks. Holy cow, look at those. They're like big tiki torches that say zombie on them. Holy cow, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of them. So somehow I bought 5 zombie swizzle sticks. Those are awesome. Those are really great. They're really thick too. Each one individually wrapped, they're really thick. So this looks like a full-on like reusable. These are great. These are gonna look great both on display, and I think I'm gonna make myself a zombie. I'm looking for a card or a receipt or anything. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, yes there is. Yes there is. Right inside. Oh, Tiki Surf Witches want blood. Tiki Surf Witches want blood. Oh, because I apparently, according to the card, I purchased the Tiki Surf Witches collection from Sex and Monsters. Well, thanks, Will. Will wrote a little thank you note in there for my order. Whoa. So Tiki Surf Witches want blood. What is it exactly? Ooh, it's like a comic. It's like a comic with lots of Tiki Surf Witches, and they're all topless. No complaints from me. No complaints from me on this one. Wow. Oh, and here it is. The recipe for the zombie. The recipe for the zombie that's getting put with this swizzle stick. I'll tell you right now. So their recipe looks good. I'm going to have to make this one. Oh, it's for the pagan colada. The Halloween treat. My pronunciation's worth a mall Halloween treat. Woo! Which looks like a big party thing. Phantom of the Luau Punch. The Rights of Diablo. I'll get a couple pictures and stuff. I'll give you a couple close-ups of this. But this, the Tiki Surf Witches Want Blood, is an amazing 10 cocktail recipes that it features. Amazing artwork. Holy smokes. And you know what? I know that Sex and Monsters also does with this. They do sell the individual recipes like as a color poster. But this is the original black and white comic book, and it is amazing. I'm going to have to go through that whole thing. I have no idea. I have no idea what's in it. But I'm looking forward to trying those recipes. I'll do the zombie here on this show for sure so that we get to see it. So, got a couple, here we go. A couple stickers. Paradise Hell. Oh, there's Sex and Monsters logo sticker. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's going someplace cool. Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm a little amazed. This is an embroidered patch. A Tiki Surf Witches patch. Shrunken Heads, the topless Tiki Surf Witch. This is great. Oh, and so, okay, so what these are then, and then it comes with 4 full color, can you see this okay? Full color, high quality coasters. They're rubber coasters. We got the Tiki Surf Witch right here. Gosh, she's gorgeous. We got our skull right there. That is amazing. A zombie right there. Perfect for putting in your zombie drink and put your zombie swizzle stick in there. And this guy, look at this guy. Holy cow. I'm going to be honest with you, as someone who used to collect comic books and I used to write some comic books, that's a whole other story. No one cares about that. But it's really tempting to just keep these in the plastic because they just look so absolutely amazing. Like hung up right here maybe. They look great. But I'm going to fight the urge to do that, and I'm going to actually use them. I'm going to use them as coasters. I got a coaster in my drink right here. I like that coaster a lot. Came from, this set of sort of 60s coasters came from Archie McPhee. I really like those. But I'm going to use these. It's tempting, it's always tempting to just put the really cool stuff away and never use it. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who was a collector at one time, and I had a huge, awesome collection of comics and stuff, and it was all lost. All of it lost. I'd read one and then I'd put it away in plastic and box it and all that kind of stuff, never look at it again for the value or whatever. And then they were all lost one day, and it was a complete waste of time. An utter waste of all my time and resources to do this stuff for nothing. Because sometimes that's all it ends up to, man. I think a real feeling of the feel of aloha and family and mahalo and the tiki, this tiki subculture that we find ourselves in is about enjoying things. And I want you to get out and I want you to enjoy stuff. So get on to Sex and Monsters, order the Tiki Surf Witches value pack. This was a lot of stuff, and it was not expensive. It was not expensive at all. It was in here. It was here within 2 weeks. Hey, Will, who is the editor-in-chief there, Will Penny, editor-in-chief of Sex and Monsters. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Mahalo to you, my friends. Hey, if you get the chance, check out this Tiki Surf Witches. I'm going to try out this zombie recipe in just a little bit. We're going to see how it is.
Unboxing time. What's the time? Unboxing time. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? Unboxing time.
Poor Julie. She inherited her father's taboo. An innocent child whose only crime was being the daughter of a thief. It was more difficult now, knowing what the illness was. Still, there was nothing I could do. We were at the mercy of the fantastic laws of Omu. The next night, Julie was much worse. I'll be close by if she awakens.
Good evening, Doc. How's Miss Julie?
Mrs. Lee.
I'll watch Miss Julie. Miss Julie. Wake up, Miss Julie. It's me, Richard. I got everything all set. We can be out of here tonight.
I see you've been with Miss Julie. How's she feeling?
Miss Julie is asleep.
What's the rush? Where you going?
Tala must hurry. Tala go to shrine.
Shrine. Oh, Shrine of Shark God?
Only one shrine on Taviti.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Yes, I want to go home.
But you don't want to go without the pearls, do you? They belong to you. Look, tell me where they are. I'll go get them. We'll be out of here before anybody misses us.
Pearls. Yes, they're mine. I'll be rich. Pearls.
Captain deserved what he got. Why must Julie, an innocent person, why must she suffer? Tembo, he's your father. Can't you make him see?
Since eyes of Shark God stolen, no son born to tribe of Omu. Unless Shark God see again, tribe of Omu
Die. I'm not gonna let Julie die like her father.
You belong, Omu, brother to Tembo. Omu law say, taboo pass from father to child.
Get!
Hello.
Hello.
Jeff, I'm so happy.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I've got a plan.
Plan?
How to get off the island and take the pearls with us.
You've got to return those pearls.
Return them. I'll never return them. My father died for them. They're mine.
Julie, you've got to return those pearls or this illness won't leave you.
With those pearls, we'll be rich. We'll get the best doctors in the world. Oh, we'll be rich, I tell you. Now, get the pearls, and then we'll be off the island and on our way home before anyone misses us.
Julie, no. The pearls belong to these people.
No. Oh, they belong to me. They're mine. Richards was right.
Richards?
He said you were on the side of the natives. He said you wouldn't help us. We don't need you. Now get out.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah?
Stay away from Miss Julie.
Why?
The only way she can get well is to return those pearls.
Now, you wouldn't want those pearls for yourself now, would you?
I'm going to make sure she gets well.
I don't believe you.
Don't be a fool. You'll wake up the whole village. I found the shrine. Come on, I'll show you.
Wait a minute. Miss Julie knows exactly where those pearls are.
What do you want?
Miss Julie, we found the real native doctor. They've been hiding him from you. We'll take you to him now.
The real native doctor. Yes.
So Film Inc. magazine described this movie, Omu-O-Moo Curse of the Shark God, as is cheap and silly. The sort of thing you don't want to appear in when you're on your way up, but is actually quite fun. And if Randall wasn't a great star, he's at least a perfectly acceptable lead. He went on to appear in a series of low-budget adventure films, and of course his big break in King of Kings in 1961. Did you know that Randall, actually, this is not everybody knows this, but he had been a fighter pilot for the Australian Air Force during the Second World War. He himself personally shot down 5 Japanese fighter planes in combat, right? So, yeah, I guess he would want to punch that guy in the face for mouthing off to him. I don't blame you, Randall. You did the right thing, man. Now, Variety called this magazine an unpretentious jungle picture. Has no pretensions. It's like jungle picture, in which the action sequences seldom achieve an aura of realism, and performances are generally listless, with Randall turning in the most credible job. And I would agree with that, especially when you're like, oh no, look at those fish over there doing a thing, and then it's like nature footage of stuff, like stock footage of animals doing stuff, you know, like the big snakes in the trees and stuff like. Did you know, with the big snakes in the tree, that there are no poisonous reptiles in Tahiti? There's no poisonous reptiles in Tahiti. Oh, here's something. I bet you did. I bet you didn't know. I bet you didn't know this one either, Kevin. That the word tattoo originated in Tahiti. The legend of Tohu, the god of tattoo, describes painting all the ocean's fish in beautiful colors and patterns. In Polynesian culture, tattoos have long been considered signs of beauty, and in earlier times were ceremoniously applied when one reached adulthood. So that's pretty great. And then that's sort of a flaw when you look at this film. You look at all these adults, this entire village. No one has any tattoos, which would not have been the norm. So 2 out of 5 on historical accuracy. So Tahiti and her islands is 200 square miles Pacific Ocean. It's over 118 islands. Tahiti is, of course, considered French Polynesia. There is over 285,000 people, about 75% of which are Polynesian, 15% are European, and about 10% is Chinese. So French and Tahitian are the main languages of Tahiti, though English is very common in order to speak with tourists. So it's not outside the realm of possibility that the chief and Tembo and Tala would all be able to speak English to talk to our visiting touristy types. It's terrible. Isn't it terrible? Do you have what it takes to be a part of a secret society? Do you like exciting headwear, mysterious garments, secret handshakes, cryptic jewelry, and coded language? He is it, he is who, A is R, O is son, O is F, who is us, C is A, we is it, he is it.
With it.
Then you may be ready to join the great and benevolent, regal and loyal secret order of the FreakShow Deluxe. As a member of the order, you can be a part of arcane rituals, suspicious behaviors, and a lot of partying. If you like monsters, tiki bars, sideshows, and horror movies, you can be one of us. We are ready to drink with you.
The native doctor, where is he? You said he'd be here.
He'll be here. But before he comes, supposing you get the pearls, then we'll be ready to get out of here.
Pearls? Oh, yes, the pearls. Find loose stone under left foot.
See him.
No.
Come on, let me have him.
No, they're mine.
Come on, let's get out of here. We can't go to the village. We'll circle it, get back to the ship. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Doc.
Huh? Hey, what happened to you?
I'll tell you later. Bandage this for me, will you?
beautiful. He'll be the richest man in San Francisco.
Jets come from near Shrine.
Julie's not in the hut. Where's Richards and Chips?
Well, they aren't in their hut either.
They must have taken her. Richards wants those pearls. I'm going after them.
Wait! You go longboat. Be sure they no leave island. You go with him. Quick. Tembo, you and Brother Jeff, go where you hear shots.
Yes, the natives were jubilant. The tribe of Omu would soon be restored to its proper dignity. The eyes of the shark god were to be returned to the shrine. The solemn rite was in progress.
Omu. Omu.
So that was OMOO-OMOO the Shark God. Pretty impressive stuff, right? It was well worth seeing, I think, if you haven't gotten the chance to see it before. Classic on Herman Melville. Nothing like the story. Absolutely nothing like it. But as it was, Melville made up that story anyway, so why not? It was a pretty fun film, right?
Solid.
Absolutely it was. So, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you enjoyed our unboxing time today and mixing up the drink and have a little fun here at the Hey, Come On, Awanna Lei-ya Tiki Lounge right here in the outskirts of Dayton, Ohio, right next to the FreakShow Deluxe's secret offices. All right, now, if you have enjoyed what you've seen so far, here's what I want you to do. I want you to click on the little bell below. I want you to subscribe to the FreakShow Deluxe channel because we got not just this show, but we got other great shows that we're doing as well. And I want you to like it, what you see. If you have questions, you have concerns, leave them in the comments. You have something you want to say, a way to pronounce something that I obviously messed up, go ahead there and put it all down in the comments at the bottom. All right, fiends? But hey, and don't forget, hand it over here, Orville. Hand it over here. Come on, come on. There we go. Thank you, Orville. Thank you. If you want one of the KON-TIKI Time's official Shrunken Heads for your very own, and why wouldn't you? Of course, you're just going to PayPal to the address below. You're leaving your address and you're saying, Reverend Tommy Gunn, I want an official KON-TIKI Time Shrunken Head, and I'm going to make sure you get one as quickly as possible. I don't know. Use it for your own taboo. It's up to you. You could do whatever you want. Now, next month, of course.
Next month is going to be, of course, a completely different movie. Nautical themed. Frightening. There will be curses. There will be stuff in the ocean. There will be beautiful girls, handsome men, ugly monsters. That's not nice.
No, not you. No, Orville, not you either. Not you either. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Oh, you want your Shrunken Head back? Oh, your Shrunken Head. I'm sorry. Here you go. There you go. I got a whole box. Okay, Orville can have all the Shrunken Heads he wants, and you can still get yours too. So, until next time, I'm your right Reverend Tommy Gunn. This is KON-TIKI Time Theater with your Reverend Tommy Gunn, straight from the Hey, Come On, Awanna Lei-ya Tiki Lounge. Mahalo, bitches. Be safe. Wash your hands. Take care of yourself, because I want to see you here in the lounge again with me very soon. Stop throwing Shrunken. I'm gonna.